থেকে দেখা যাবে। হ্যাঁ স্টার দিতেছি টিম 3108 ওকে স্টার
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's looking to set free a runner. Vinicius Junior. Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! That is decidedly lacking.
Cristiano Ronaldo put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Forlan.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Van Dijk. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Cristiano Ronaldo. Owen. De Ligt. And that interception was most necessary. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Nesta. Fiddles it through. Nesta makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Owen. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
It's their second corner of the game. Forlan plays it short.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room.
Has a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Vinicius Junior. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Beckham.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Orst has a shot! Cleared without complication. Costa Curta. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Alexander-Arnold. And The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well timed, excellent interception. Threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, well played. Palmer.
For this match was 60,300.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Forlan. Pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. Forlan is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking here to chip it through. That is good alertness.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's heaved it away. He could be in here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Messi is there to clear.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20, Palmer. Number 13, White. Number 7,
75 minutes played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 18,
Beckham. Cantona with the foul.
Number 11, Cantona.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
He's had it taken off him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Beckham spread it left. Beckham.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Tries a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Only 3 minutes added time.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Oh, super decent hit! And that may well be that. That is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both...
Last ball দিয়েছে টোটালি ক্লিয়ারের বল দিয়েছে ক্লিয়ার করছে খেলাতে ক্লিয়ার করছে ক্লিয়ারের বল দিয়েছে ডাইরেক্ট এগুলো কোনো কথা ম্যাচটা ড্র হইতো অ্যাটলিস্ট গোল না হলে একটা ড্র হইতো কি পাগল আমাদের এই ফর্মে মানে 3টে স্ট্রাইকার সামনে গেল ওরা স্ট্রাইকার নিচে না গেল নুনেদের মতো প্লেয়ার নিচে না গেল এটা কোনো কথা বলে স্ট্রাইকার নিচে না গেল মিডফিল্ডে প্লেয়ারও ভাই না অ্যাটাকিং ফিল্ডারের কই থাকে জানে ডিফেন্সিভ মিডফিল্ডারে খবর হয় না এখন তারপরে আবার লাস্টে এটা কি দিল বল ক্লিয়ার মারছে প্লেয়ারের থেকে বল দিয়ে দিচ্ছে তারা পুরা খালি হয়ে গেছে তো এটা কে না গোল দিতে হবে লাস্টে আবার আরেকটা গোল দিতে হচ্ছে তুই খালি করে দিচ্ছি নিশ্চয় এইগুলো কোনো কথা করলাম একটা আগের ম্যাচে কিন্তু দিতাম যে মানমাল এখন বলে খেলা দিচ্ছি করে ম্যাচ খেলা
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. There is an expectant air here in North London. The Emirates serving the speculative strike.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential. Someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Cantona. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication. Oh, that is a good ball. That is Stuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
That is Stuta. Shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
And it's played forward. Messi to Nielsen. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
एक प्लेयर প্রথম নাইস ফিল্ডার এদিক থেকে বলটা নিয়ে দুইটা সামনে নিয়ে আসছে এন্ড কোনো প্লেয়ার নেই
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta, forwards and with intent. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He can get that clear.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how...
There's the whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Forlan. White. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Dembele. And they win it back again. And here's Dembele. Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
And that could set him on his way. It's Forlan! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back at...
Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter.
52.
Well read, nice interception. That's really well cleared. Cantona. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dembele. Batistuta. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary. And it's Batistuta. Shevchenko tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Adams really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Batistuta did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Perez. Forlan. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Owen. Oh, played right into his path. It's Fuller! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Forlan. Now it's Batistuta.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is good alertness. Bellingham! Palmer. And that interception was most necessary. And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Be reminded that drinking is only allowed.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
কি করবো এদের কাউন্টার টার্গেট দেওয়ার পরেও যদি এদের স্ট্যামিনা না থাকে আর কি কেউ লাইভ করতে হবে না তো কত ভাবে দেখবেন তাই না কত কিছু দেখতেছি না সাপোর্ট সব দেখে রাখতেছি না তো Hi, hello brother.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And now they can... Oh, what has happened here? Cleared without complication. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose.
Big chance! There it is!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Barcola is in a really good position out wide. Has a look and has a go. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bastoni cuts out the pass. DiMarco. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Cavani. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ødegaard. He could be in here. Can he finish? And it's in! They are right back in business.
well, that's something that will make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Just passing bore our versus literally ये आरक पूरा गोलक का फैसला है उसको दूसरी बार मरे करता है पूरा क्या है फालतू गोलक का दिए
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Ødegaard.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Up he goes! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Musiala, of course, a dribbler of outland. Belts one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Alexander-Arnold really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ødegaard.
লং বল তো লং বলে মানুষ খুব একটা পায় না টপ 10 যদি দেখো এই টপ 10 এর মধ্যে ফার্স্ট হচ্ছে তারপরে সেকেন্ড যে আছে সেটা হচ্ছে তোমার সেম ইন্দ্রাগিতি তার কাছে 11-200 রান মেরে আফসোসের নয় তারপরে তোমার থার্ড যে আছে ইন্দ্রাগিতি অনেকেই খেলে ইন্দ্রাগিতি অনেক ভালো তারপরে তোমার আর যে হচ্ছে আটটা আমি নেওয়া ছিল তারপরে ছোট ছোট যে আছে সে হচ্ছে পিটার্স নাইকে গাছপুরিনে আগে বলা আছে গাছপুরিনে ভালো তারপরে 5 নম্বরে যে আছে সে হচ্ছে আবার ইন্দ্রাগি দিয়ে খেলে 5 জনের মধ্যে 3 জন ইন্দ্রাগি 9 নম্বরে যে আছে সে খেলে দেশান্ত তারপরে 7 নম্বরে যে আছে সে খেলে হচ্ছে আটটাকাটি 2 জন খেলে তারপরে 8-এ আছে হচ্ছে 8-এ খেলে স্পারেটে একজন পাইছি তারপরে 9 প্লেয়ার খেলে হচ্ছে দেশান্ত আর 10-এ খেলে করি 10-এ প্লেয়ার খেলে হচ্ছে টপ 10 এর মধ্যে 3 হবে আর এরপরে দিয়ে মনে হয় আর হচ্ছে দিয়ে খেলে দেশান্ত মেরে 2 জন খেলে আর সব হচ্ছে ও গাছে 2 জন খেলে আর বাকিগুলো হচ্ছে বলার নাম ইন্দ্রাগি অর্থাৎ এখানে টপ 10 এর মধ্যে টপ র্যাঙ্কের প্লেয়ার যারা থাকে তারপরে ভালো ভালোই আর বাবারে শেষ ম্যাচে কোন ভাবে গিয়েছে 30-41 গোলের খেলা দিচ্ছে চিন্তাটা রয়েছে আগে দেখা আর ভালো আছে অন্য হাইট অবস্থা খারাপ দেখা এরা ম্যাচ শেষ করে আমি নিজেই বুঝি না ম্যাচ শেষ করে 241 ভাই দেখছো টিম দেখো পোল্যান্ড রুমিনিগে তারপরে তোমার ফিলিট হ্যাজার্ড ম্যাথিয়াস তারপরে ব্যারাসি টিম নয় তার কাছে কিলিনি কান এর কাছে অভাব নেই সাবেও ব্যাপকা আছে সুয়ারেজ আছে দিচ্ছেন ডিসকালার দিয়ে আছে কোনো কিছুর অভাব নেই এই দুটোর সাথে ম্যাচ করছে
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. And already we're underway here. Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the... Rummenigge! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! That was a given. It always was.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's gone forward. Owen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's gone for a throw-in. To Roberto. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Owen looking to add to his goal. Oh, he's been caught on it. Can he put it away? He has done it. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took
Fires from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Hullet. Costa Curta gets it clear. And it's Forlan. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
White. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they've got rid. Forlan, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Khan sends that a long way.
The attendance for this match was
Messi.
60,179.
60 minutes played. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Owen. White. Oh, and he's through the middle. Owen. Barcelona can't breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's had it taken off him. Hullet. Rummenigge! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 10.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of deception, don't they? Great challenge, time to perfection. Barcelona have their third corner. Ball facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Griezmann. Rummenigge. Forlan. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a little loose. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? This interception, his positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Now it's Batistuta. Has a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Cleared without hesitation. And that will be it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank you, Beglin, and to wish you a very good evening.
We could better. We could থেকে better. বিটুর বাইরে থেকে better. ইগের তো একটা গিফটেড কিন্তু রোনালদো থেকে কিন্তু ভালো চান্স ছিল, ভালো সেভ দিয়েছিল, গোল হবে তো এটা। হ্যাজার্ডে গোল দিয়েছে। হ্যাঁ রে, এটা কিন্তু ইজি ক্লিয়ার মানে ইজি ট্যাকেল ছিল, ইয়ার ট্যাকেল না সরি ইজি ক্লিয়ারেন্স ছিল এটা, ইয়ার কি জানি বলে এটা, ব্যান্ডাইকের কিন্তু পারবে না, গুদাই করে দেখাচ্ছে লাস্টে। আরে এটা খুব খারাপ লাগেছে। মেসির ইয়ে তো নর্মাল ইয়ে হাইলাইটসে দেখার অভিজ্ঞতা গেল 70 মিনিটের এদিকে এগিয়ে আমাদের ব্যান্ডাইকে করছে, ব্যান্ডাইকে করছে, এটার জন্য খুব খারাপ লাগে। আরে ভাই ইজি ছিল একবারে, এই পুরো খালি হয়ে গেছিলাম, সেভ দিয়েছি ওটা, বুঝলি এটা কার মারলে ভালো হতো। আমি মনে করছি হাম না, আমি মনে করি না যে বলে গে হাম, কিন্তু তাতে এই টিম লিগ যদি ইয়েতে না রাখতে পারে ডিভিশন না রাখতে পারে টিম লিগে যে টিম ম্যাচও দেখতে পারতাম, কপাল খারাপ লাস্টে 3 ম্যাচ আনবিটেন আছে, এই ম্যাচে বাকি করা থেকে দেখতে পারতাম। ম্যাচ 2টা দিচ্ছি, 2টা হারছি, 2টা ড্র, সমান সমান সমান। এই একটা হারছি কেমন, এই একটা হারছি 2টা, এরপরে আর হারি নাই লাস্টের 3 ম্যাচ। তো একদম 2 টাকা ড্র হয়েছে, আর এখান দিয়ে 1 ম্যাচ জিতছি, আর এখান দিয়ে ফার্স্ট টোটাল হারছি। লাস্ট হচ্ছে তোমার কত 1638, তাহলে কত লাগে, কালকে ছিল মনে হয় কত 20 নাই দেখতে হতেন খেলা। আজ একটা কত দূর আসছিল জানো, 1606 প্লাস হয়েছে জানো, 16 প্লাস আজকের জন্য এখানে সমস্ত, কালকে দেখা হবে ইনশাল্লাহ। আরও কত লাগবে, 1640 পর্যন্ত গেছি এবার, এটা সেই হিসেবে তো আগে না 40, এখানে থেকে 160 দরকার ছিল, আমার এখন দরকার হচ্ছে 169 লাগবে এখন। হ্যাঁ এটা কিন্তু কম না।